Okay, today we are going to discuss the transit of Venus. It is a monthly planet. So when we are talking about a particular month, we should check Jupiter transit, Saturn transit, Rahu transit, and Ketu transit also. So along with year planets, we have to check monthly planets. So first let us discuss the transit of Venus and how we can connect. Let us. Here same Venus also aspects 1593711, so that is common. If transiting Venus, aspects natal sun, here sun is father and Venus is actually wife. So sun is father, Venus is money. So the father of the native will have financial stability, or the father will have some financial gains. When it comes to wife, because here transit planet is wife will get promotion and wife will succeed in her endeavor or effort. And at the same time, when it comes to father, because sun is enemy to Venus, so father may get ill health, or the native may have eye related problem, because sun is eye when it comes to the native. So the native will have eye related problem. That month. In which month actually? When Rahu is aspecting sun, when transit Rahu is aspecting natal sun, at that time, even transit Venus also aspects sun, then the native will have eye related problem. So this is, we are talking about here health issue. So in the similar way, father will also have health issues when Rahu is aspecting sun, when at the same time, during the same time, even Venus also aspects sun, so father will also get some health issues. So we have to check sun is conjoined with which planets. Suppose in the natal chart sun is conjoined with the Venus, the native will have eye related problem and the father will have kidney or diabetic related problem. That month the native will suffer. The native's father will suffer from kidney or diabetic related problems. So like this we have to check month. When Venus is aspecting sun, what will happen? Generally the native will get financial gains. When does the native's father, when will the native's father get financial benefits? When transit Rahu or transit Jupiter aspect sun, so particularly Jupiter, when transit Jupiter is aspecting natal sun during that year, when Venus aspects, transit Venus aspects natal sun during that month, the father of the native will purchase house or vehicle or financial gains. He will get financial gains. So like this, we have to check year and month. Suppose transit Rahu is aspecting ill health problem and Jupiter is aspecting luck. Saturn is here aspecting, Saturn is enemy of course to sun, but the native also suffer. So like this, we have to check year planets. Suppose Ketu is aspecting Sun, for example. That year, the native will have some disputes with father. So like this, what is going to happen in a particular year and in a particular month, that year in a particular month, what will happen? We have to check with the monthly planets. Okay, next. Any doubts here?
No, sir.
And when Venus aspects Moon, Venus is what actually wife, Venus is house, vehicle, money, Venus is money, and Moon is mother. So Venus is money, Moon is mother. When Venus aspects Moon, when transit Venus aspects natal Moon, mother will get financial gains. Mother will have financial gains. So at the same time, for example, Moon is actually enemy to Venus. So it is a enemy planet also. So suppose Rahu, transit Rahu is aspecting natal Moon during that one and a half year. Whenever Venus in transit touches natal Moon, definitely the mother will suffer. So she will have some health issues. In the similar way, Moon is actually here mind. So when Rahu is aspecting Moon, definitely here the native will not be able to use his brain properly. He will take wrong decisions that time. So when it comes to the native, Venus is enemy to Moon. So Venus is actually money, Moon is loss. So the native will get loss. So there will be financial dispute or stress or loss. And moreover, Moon is here, women. So that's why there will be problems with women also, because Moon is here, the enemy of the Moon. Venus is aspecting Moon here. And Moon is actually traveling. And Venus is here, wife. So wife will have foreign travel or traveling aspects. Suppose in the horoscope, Venus, Moon, Rahu are together, wife may go abroad. But which year? When the transit Jupiter is aspecting natal Moon, that year the wife of the native will go abroad. Here Moon is traveling. Who will go abroad? If Moon is connected to Venus, the wife will go abroad or daughter will go abroad. So when it comes to monthly, when Venus aspects Moon, year planet is here, you take Saturn or you take Jupiter. Monthly planet you take Venus. If Venus transit Venus aspects natal Moon, then wife will go abroad. In the native's chart, Moon should be conjoined with Venus, Moon Rahu, Venus, Moon Ketu. Then wife will go abroad or daughter will go abroad or daughter-in-law also will go abroad at that time. So like this, we have to check in which month the native. Suppose if it is, for example, we are talking here only Venus. Venus is wife. Okay. So like this, if the native wife wants to go abroad, we have to check transit Jupiter is aspecting Moon or not, or transit Saturn is aspecting natal Moon or not. At the same time, monthly planet Venus is aspecting Moon or not. That month, during that month, the native's wife will go abroad. And when it comes to losses, if Ketu is aspecting natal Moon and natal Venus at a time, suppose Moon and Venus are together in the horoscope. When Venus, monthly planet, when Venus aspects transit Venus aspects natal Moon, then the native will incur losses. He will incur losses. Okay. Next, Mars. Mars is actually husband, Mars is sibling, and Venus is here money, Venus is vehicle, Venus is actual. And one more thing is Venus is here the female native and Mars is husband. Venus is money, Venus is house, vehicle and luxuries and comfort. So whenever Venus touches Mars, there will be financial stress to the native. Financial stress to the native. Brother will gain. So here Mars is brother. So Mars will gain affluence and prosperity. And pregnancy to wife. Wife may become pregnant if Venus transit Venus aspects Mars during that time. Wife may become pregnant. When it comes to female marriage prospects, so there will be female marriage prospects during that year. For example, transit Jupiter is aspecting Mars. So when we are predicting marriage in a female chart, we should check whether transit Jupiter is aspecting natal Mars or not. That is the first condition. Yes, transit Jupiter is aspecting natal Mars. Second condition, monthly planet Venus is aspecting Mars or not. Monthly planet Venus is aspecting Mars or not. Or monthly planet Mars is aspecting Venus or not. So vice versa. Venus can aspect Mars, Mars can aspect Venus. So transit Venus can aspect natal Mars or transit Mars can aspect natal Venus. So then the native, we are talking about it may be male or female. Male or female, the native will get married. When it comes to male, transit Venus can aspect Mars or transit Venus can aspect Jupiter. So both. Mars is the body. So that's why it is none other than GB also. So without body, the native will not become a GB. So that's why if transit Venus aspects natal Mars, then the female native or male native may get married that month. So we have to check Jupiter is aspecting Mars or not for female planet, and for male planet Venus. That is we have to check. So already we have discussed if transit Jupiter aspects natal Mars in a female horoscope, the female native will get married. If transit Jupiter aspects natal Venus, the male native will get married. But in which month? Whenever transit Venus aspects natal Mars or transit Mars aspects natal Venus, that particular month, the native will get married. And here, husband, Mars is husband, Venus is wife. So, Venus is money, Venus is property. So, husband may purchase certain house property or vehicle, or he will get financial hike, so salary hike in his job. So, anyhow, financial gains will be there that month, that particular month. And next, when it comes to Mercury, business, Mercury is education, Mercury is land, Mercury friends. Venus is what actually? Venus is money, Venus is house, vehicle properties, and Venus is luxuries like that. So you have to check every time. Suppose if somebody comes, sir, this month will I get any money or not? Can I purchase anything, luxuries like this? They will ask. So you have to check transit Venus is aspecting natal Mercury or not. Mercury is here actually business. So that's why money flow for the native whenever transit Venus aspects Mercury. Mercury is your knowledge, talent. So with your talent, you will earn money. So that's why the native will have money flow and landed properties. Mercury is land. So that's why whenever Venus aspects Mercury that month, the native will be able to purchase land because he will get money that month because Venus is money. So money will come for land, for the purchase of land. Profits in business, treasury gains. So here treasury means money and related. And profits in business. Mercury is a business and Venus is here. Venus is profits, money. So in the business, the native will get profits. But in which year? Whenever transit Jupiter aspects natal Mercury, whenever transit Saturn aspects natal Mercury, that year, the native will get flow of money. And that year, in which particular month, whenever transit Venus aspects natal Mercury, the native will get money. 1 minute. So, in the similar way, whenever transit Jupiter or transit Saturn aspects Mercury, we have to check out in which year the native will get profits in business. Next, in which month the native will get profits? Whenever transit Venus aspects natal Mercury, then the native will get profits in his business. So in the similar way, if it is education, for example, whenever transit Jupiter aspects natal Mercury, the native will pass the examination because Mercury is here. Mercury is education. Jupiter is the GV. The GV will get education. He will pass the examination. But whenever transit Venus aspects Mercury at the same time, so he will get highest marks. So he will also get money for education purposes. Suppose he wants to go abroad, he wants to pursue higher studies, then he needs money. When will the native get money for education? When Venus aspects Mercury, so there is a possibility of getting higher education, so he will get money for higher education. And Mercury is actually friends and Venus is finance. So financial help from friends or students. Here is Mercury. So the native, the students will get financial benefits, money flow for friends and youngest siblings. Mercury is here, youngest siblings. So सबसे छोटा भाई and छोटी बहन. So they will also get financial benefits. So like this, during which transit the native will get profits in business, that is Jupiter or Saturn. Which month? Whenever transit Venus aspects natal Mercury, this can be vice versa. For example, transit Mercury can aspect natal Venus also. The same thing will happen. The same thing will take place. So like this, we have to predict in particular month the native will get money or not in business and landed gains. Suppose somebody, sir, I want to sell my property. So when I should sell my property? Suppose when transit Venus is aspecting natal Mercury, the native will get more benefits. So, year planet transit Jupiter should aspect natal Mercury. Monthly planets transit Venus should aspect natal Mercury. Then the native will get more benefits in, or during that month the native will get, suppose the native is in real estate, so he will get more benefits there. He will get more benefits, more financial benefits. So in the similar way, whenever transit Venus aspects natal Jupiter during that month, Jupiter is the GV, Venus is what? Actually, Venus is finance. So the native will get financial gains. Misunderstanding in the family, sometimes Jupiter and Venus, they are opposite to each other by their nature, because Jupiter is Devaguru and Venus is Asura Guru. And acquiring luxury goods, but Venus gives money and everything. Jupiter is here the GV. The GV will acquire luxury goods. Marriage for male native. So this is we have to observe. When transit Jupiter is aspecting Venus in the female horoscope, during that transit, Venus also, if transit Venus also aspects natal Jupiter, that month the native will get marriage. That month the native will get marriage. So like this, year planet and monthly planet we have to check for time of event. Okay, in which month the native will get marriage. And in the similar way, you see next marriage for male native and happiness, celebrations, accrual of beautiful articles, purchase of beautiful articles, purchase of vehicle, purchase of house, purchase of jewelry. These are all whenever transit Venus aspect natal Jupiter, the native will be able to purchase. The wife of the native will meet holy person. Suppose already married, the native is married. His wife will meet holy person. Jupiter is here Guru, and she will conduct certain religious functions, satsanga in the house on the advice of Guru. So like this, the wife will become here spiritual. During that month, she will turn spiritual and she will conduct homas, japa and all this. Okay. Next, transit Venus, for example, is aspecting Venus. Venus is wife. So it will be good time to the native and his family also, and good for wife. Good for wife. And Saturn. Whenever transit Jupiter aspects natal Saturn, the native will get job. Whenever transit Venus aspects natal Saturn, there will be, Saturn is here salary, work. So Venus is money. So there will be salary hike. There will be celebrations at home, financial gain, salary hike, promotion. Marriage for male native. Here Saturn is karma. Venus is marriage. So marriage is also a karma. So the karma of marriage will take place if Venus aspects Saturn. So the male native may get marriage, and happiness, celebrations, and accrual of beautiful articles, purchase of vehicle, house, jewelry, these are common. So whenever transit Saturn aspects natal Venus, during that 2.5 years, the native will be rich. He will be earning more and more money. He will purchase house, vehicle and assets. But whenever transit Venus touches natal Saturn in its with its aspects, or transiting over Saturn, then definitely during that month, one time, those 2.5 years, one time he may purchase vehicle, one time he may purchase jewelries, or one time he will purchase clothes, one time he will purchase valuable things, one time the native may get married, one time the native's sister may get married, one time the daughter here, the daughter of the native will get a job or something like this. All things related to Venus will take place if Venus aspects Saturn, but month also, year also we have to check. If transit Jupiter, for example, aspects Saturn, and the GV will get the benefits. Which benefits? Because if transit here Venus also aspects natal Saturn, then the native will get these benefits. And now Rahu. So Rahu is actually grandfather. So if Jupiter is aspecting Rahu, good for grandfather. And at the same time, Venus is here, money. So grandfather will earn money like that. So we can also add here, good for grandfather. He will get money and everything. And here, suppose Rahu is connected to Venus in the natal horoscope. So Rahu plus Venus. Whenever Venus aspects Rahu Venus, the native will get money to purchase vehicles, to purchase house, big vehicle. And hard time to female native because Rahu is here, accident, death significator, ill health. So whenever Venus aspects Rahu that month, the female native will have some health issues. So wife or daughter going to foreign land. Suppose Venus, Moon, Rahu are together. So whenever Venus aspects Moon, Rahu, so the wife or daughter-in-law or younger sister, these people will go abroad. These people will go abroad. So whenever Jupiter aspects Rahu and Moon, that should be together because Rahu is only foreign, but traveling aspect we need Moon also. If Moon and Rahu are aspected by Jupiter, that year the native will go abroad. So, but to go abroad we need money. If Venus aspects Rahu and Moon, so then that year the native will get to go abroad, and even the wife here, Venus is wife here. So suppose Rahu Moon is connected with the Venus and Jupiter also, the wife and the native both will go. Venus and Mars are together in female horoscope, husband and wife will go. Like this we have to check. And the next one is Ketu. If transit Venus aspects Ketu, Venus is what actually? Venus is wife. Ketu is a separation dispute. So temporarily husband may go anywhere or she will go anywhere. So that's why suppose foreign country, foreign visit for example. So she may be temporarily separated with her husband. Like that. Or Venus aspects Ketu, so financial litigation. Venus is finance, Ketu is litigation. And Venus is wife, so Ketu is here, ill health. And disputes with wife, separation or divorce with wife. For example, Venus and Ketu are together. So when it comes to divorce, first we have to check the native will have diverse yoga or not. If Venus is conjoined with Ketu, the native will have diverse yoga. So then what we have to check, when, in which year the native will get a diverse. Suppose if transit Ketu is aspecting Mars here, Venus and Ketu, if transit Ketu, that 1.5 years we have to check. Whenever Venus aspects Venus Ketu, so the wife will get divorce. The wife will get separation. So like this, we have to check monthly planet in collaboration with year planets also. Monthly planet do not give result individually. They will depend on yearly planet. Suppose here today we discussed the transit of Venus, but this Venus, for example, when we are talking about, when we are considering Venus transit, we should also check Jupiter is aspecting that any particular planet. So Saturn is aspecting any particular planet, and Rahu is aspecting any particular planet, and Ketu is aspecting particular planet. Suppose let us take once again Mercury. Suppose Jupiter is aspecting Mercury, Saturn is aspecting Mercury, the native will get good education, the native will get profits in business, the native will get good land related benefits, the native will get support from friends. So that year this happened. And suppose Rahu is aspecting Mercury, so Rahu is ill health. So the native will get actually, so Mercury is what actually skin related. So suppose Mercury is conjoined with Ketu or Venus, Ketu, Moon or Mars, Venus. Suppose Venus is conjoined with Mars, Ketu, Moon. Definitely whenever Rahu aspects, the native will get skin related problem. Suppose Ketu is aspecting Mercury. Ketu is education, Ketu is friend, Ketu is land, Ketu is business. So when Ketu is aspecting, there will be land litigation, there will be educational break, there will be disputes with the business partner. So first we have to check year planet, what is going to happen that year, and then we will have to check monthly planet, when it will take place. When it will take place. So like this we have to check year planets and monthly planets. So we should use them in tandem. So both should be here observed, both should be considered. Then only we will be able to give good predictions. Okay, this is actually transit Venus. Any doubts? Hello. Madam, now you understand.
No, sir. No, sir.
Yeah. So I want to give you one example regarding marriage, so that you will understand better the concept, whatever we have discussed.
Yes, sir.
So I will give you one example. One minute. Digital round style. Yeah, let us check this example. So he was born 1974. So in this horoscope, actually, you see, first the native will get early marriage or late marriage. We have to decide. One minute. Can you see it? Can you see this horoscope?
Yes, sir.
Venus is actually connected to Ketu, so marriage will be delayed. Okay. So you see, from Jupiter, this is actually Jupiter house is 12 years, and Jupiter will be in the next Jupiter round. Second rounds will be 24. So Jupiter is actually the owner of this house, and Jupiter is aspected by Venus. So possibility is there to get married. But why he was not got married? Why he did not get married in between 12 to 24 years generally? Before 24, he may get married. Because Venus is with Ketu, marriage will be delayed, and moreover, Venus is here, female siblings, and she got her sisters here married this time, for example. So before 24 years. Okay. For example, at the age of 25 and 26, so this is one round will be here 24 and 25 here the native transit Jupiter will be here, and at the age of 26 one sister got married here. Okay, and 27 Jupiter will be here, and 28, 29 and 30. So at the age of 30 this native got married, because transit Jupiter is aspecting from here natal Venus. Venus is here. So at that time, because it is delayed, so that's why in the third round we have taken 24. 24 third round, when Jupiter comes over here, third round actually 24 to, that means 25. 25 to 36 years. So here actually Venus is already posited in this house. Whenever Venus transit here progressive Jupiter touches transit natal Venus, whenever progressive Jupiter touches natal Venus, during that round, definitely the native will get married, or he will purchase house or vehicle like that. So, but when? So here you see Jupiter transit Jupiter will be at the age of 30, it will come over here, and 26 it will be on Venus. 26 he could not get married because he had sisters to get married. So that's why his sister was married, and later in 2030, here at the age of 30 years. So at the age of 30 years, it is 2004. He got married. Now let us take 7 to 2004, the transit. The transit of 7 to 2004, where planets are. 7 to 2004. Let us take evening 8 generally in our area. Evening marriage will be held evening. And place of marriage is Khammam, Andhra Pradesh. And Jupiter Saturn is red flow. Yeah. When he got marriage, actually, transit Jupiter is here. Transit Jupiter here, and 1 minute. and Mars and Venus. Mars is on Venus and transit Venus is here. Mars is actually on which planet? Venus. Okay. And Venus is aspecting which planet? Mars. And Jupiter is aspecting which planet? Venus. And Saturn is where? Saturn is here. So Saturn is aspecting natal Venus. Jupiter is aspecting natal Venus. And Mars is aspecting natal Venus. And Venus is aspecting natal Mars. So we have to check in which month the native will get married. So whenever Venus aspects Mars, whenever Mars aspects Venus during that month, whenever transit Jupiter or transit Saturn aspects Venus during that year, and whenever moon aspects transit moon is also here. Moon is aspecting Jupiter at the same time Venus. Transit moon is aspecting that day Venus and Jupiter. So now year has come, month has come, and day has come. So like this, once we have good knowledge of transit, so we will be able to chalk out like this. Okay, here you know the date of birth, but once you practice 10 charts, 20 charts, 30 charts, when you are practicing, automatically you will be able to predict accurately. So it is a matter of practice only. But this is the thing. Whenever transit Jupiter aspects Venus, that year the native will get married. Whenever Venus aspects Mars or Mars aspects Venus, that month the native will get married. Whenever moon aspects Jupiter or Venus at the same time, that day the native will get married. So like this we have to check transit. So transit planets, year planet, monthly planet, and at the same time day planet we have to check. Okay. So let's continue next. Today is Friday, so next Monday one, right? Okay, see you.
Okay.